YouTube decided I'm no longer allowed to use the music in my intro, so now, until I find another one, you're stuck with my voice.
What is up, guys? This is LVAL coming at you with a deck profile of my Hieratics post-Legacy of the Valiant. Now, Hieratics are just so strong. Recently, they've had such a massive, explosion onto the meta scene. And this is mainly to do with the Dragon Ruler build. So, Hieratic Rulers. Now, this is a pure build. This is similar to my other builds, and this build just agreed with me more, to be honest. I've tried the Hieratic build and the Hieratic Ruler build, and yeah, it's cool, but I just like the OTKs in this one. I just like how it runs, how it works, and that's just my personal preference, so I'll just get straight into the deck profile. Because I realise that some people don't like me talking so much in them. Just apologies. So, we have 3 Tefnut. As I said, I will just go through the main ones and discuss the different, choices or whatever they may be. So we have 3 Su, best Hieratic in my opinion. Then we have 3 Nevthet. Nevthet's just so good, get its effect off quite a lot, and especially with the level 5 ranks and the level 5 vanilla. Then we have Esset. If you don't have that Tefnut, you can normal summon this and get it out. So, it's kind of quite, it has a pinnacle role in the deck. So then we have the 3 vanillas that I run. We have Wattail Dragon, Labradorite Dragon, and Cursor Dragon. Standard level 6 plays and the level 5 play. Don't really need to say much about them. Cursor Dragon is just proving to be good once more. I always seem to draw it, which is really annoying, but we can get over that. Then we have the 3 Card D. Card D is for the consistency and the speed of the deck. It's just a nice card to have first turn on, so if you're in a bit of a grind match, you can just kind of hold back and get those Card Ds off. So then, new addition, and returning to the deck, we have the hand traps. So we have 2 Maxi and 2 Effect Veiler. Originally I did take them out at the start of the format, just because I felt like they might not have as good as a showing, but I have otherwise convinced myself, and I've put them back in, just because they are really good to have just in case. They are good, you can side them out, they are quite nice to side out if needs be, but having these hand traps has really helped me in testing and really helped in duels, so I've put them back in just because they're just kind of so good. Effect Veilers are more relevant than Maxi currently, I think, but it depends on the matchup, it depends where you are, and it's just so random that having both of those in there just in case is, it's just useful and quite nice. So they've earned their place back. We have 1 Dragard. Now, Dragard has been a love-hate relationship recently with me. Still keeping him 1 because he is still good for that top deck. He is still good for just decent plays, random plays, and I just do like him. But he's gone down from 2 to 1 in this build to kind of make way for the hand traps. Then, speaking of another hand trap, we have 1 Tragodia, just the one-off. Still quite nice to have. Red Eyes Dark Snow Dragon doesn't really need to be said much about. We have the 1 Exodus. Really liking Exodus currently, because if you're in a tight spot, you can just special summon him and then tribute to, normal summon any of your Tefnuts and your other Hieratics. It's just really good to have just in case. And it's also nice to be able to recycle stuff back into the deck and extra deck, and also for those Gustav Max plays. And then the final monster is a 1 Black Luster Soldier. I play 4 Darks, I think it is, and while it might be a little bit inconsistent to draw this, it's still really good, and it still just destroys so many people. It's just too good. Anyway, so going on to the spells, we have 3 Hieratic Seal of Complication. Don't need to say much about that, because it is amazing. We have 3 Mystical Space Typhoon. Again, really don't need to say much about this. It's quite a heavy back row format, and they're just good. If you're not going against anything good, they are brilliant side out fodder. So, more back row removal, Giant Wing Beat, just so good. It's just really nice to have a heavy storm in your mists. And the final 2 spells are 2 Forbidden Lance, just if you want to do some plays, or you can use it as an offensive as well. Finally, going on to the 3 traps are Trapstun. I'm still loving Trapstun. It just wins me so many games. I just love setting this card and kind of doing a Card D and then going, just letting your opponent go. And they don't know what you're playing, so they won't normally MST you. Sometimes they will, but normally they won't. And it's just so good to be like, so they go set 4, summon a monster, and you're like, okay. And you go, okay, my turn, trap's done. And you're just like, yeah, okay, this is gonna hurt you. So the trap stuns are really good, and I do realise there is a lot of back row removal in main decks, but it is also sided out, can be sided out if needs be. So the main deck is 40 cards in total. I don't know the monster, spell, and trap lineup numbers. I know obviously traps are 3, but I can put it down in the comments if you so wish. So going on to the extract, we have 2 Atom. Still only running 2, just because I never really actually use 3 anymore. I used to, but now I just don't. It's either kind of like OTK or just hope you don't get killed. We have the 3 Gaia Dragon, because this card is just OP to shit. Don't really need to say much about Gaia Dragon. He's just so good. He enables level 5 and 6 plays to go off crazy amounts. Then the other level 6, sorry, are Photon Strike Bouncer, Constellar Polymer M7, and Gauntlet Launcher. Gauntlet Launcher is one of my favourites in here. It's just so good. M7 just allows us to do different plays, and Photon Strike Bouncer if you don't really want to do a big push and you just want to kind of have a bit of a defensive feel and back row, well, just a defensive feel really. Going on to level 5s, we have number 61 Volcasaurus, we have Tyrius Keeper of Genesis, and Shark Fortress. Provides us, I go into Shark Fortress most, if I'm completely honest. He just enables me to OTK when I can't OTK. He just means that I can push really hard, and it's just really good. Tyrius if you need to stand back a bit, and Volcasaurus if you've got a problem in the way. The final XYZ we have is Gustav Max, as I said earlier. He's just good. 2000 damage is nice. So, going on to level 10s, we have a new addition. So we have Trident Dragon as usual, and we have a 1 Leo, the Keeper of Sacred Trees. So let's just see if we can focus in on this one for you. There you go. So, yeah, this is the new one. This is the new addition. Leo is really useful. If you don't know what he does, there's his effect. He's a level 10. 1 tuner or more non-tuners, and the effect is as follows. This face-up card on the field cannot be targeted by your opponent's card effects except during your main phase 2. It's a 3-1 beater, you know, he's really big, he's really good, and you can just see how useful he is in the deck. It just provides like a big headache for your opponent, and I just really love the card. In testing, it's been really good, and I was looking forward to him coming out. So I'm glad that I at least got him in my box. So I will just autofocus again for you there. So yeah, that's the reason for running Leo, and having Trident Dragon as well, just for the OTK purpose, is really nice. So there are some nice options for Dragard, and then the final one is Star Eater, just because you can do level 11 plays with Labradorii and the level 5s. So that is it, guys. As you probably noticed, no Stoic Challenge for once. I know, I go on and on about Stoic Challenge constantly, but just the way that the format is currently, I've taken it out just in favour of some other cards, mainly the hand traps. I felt that I needed to support myself a little bit with them. It could be a possible side deck card if you go against some annoying decks or anything like that. If if they kind of go on the defensive set monsters just to get effects off. For example, I went against a mill deck, and he was being quite annoying in the fact that he was, just stalling out and such. So I was like, right, okay. I had Stoic Challenge sided by accident, and I was like, okay, I'm going to put this in. Ended up attacking into his the worm that mills. I can't remember what it's called. And just killed him outright due to battle damage. So it was just so good. So yeah, that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. It's a very quick one. And yeah, that's basically Hieratics. Hieratics really good, this format, and I'm glad people are actually catching on to the fact that they are good. So, it's fun to see them topping. So thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you liked the deck profile. Like, comment, subscribe down below, and tell me what you think of the deck profile. Do you prefer this, or do you prefer Hieratic rulers? Cheers, guys.